effort, about to tee it up to get this one going. And he'll just take a knee. This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. Bowl season rolls on with the Boca Raton Bowl. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the Wisconsin Badger. Reese Davis, David Powell again, Jesse Palmer with you. Weather could be a factor. For more on that, we go to Holly Rowe.
I can tell you there is a lot of excitement down here on the field. The energy is electric, and it is gorgeous weather here late in the season. The sun is out, and we're looking forward to some good football. As they say, it is perfect football weather. We're going to get great passing, good running conditions here on the field today. I'll keep you posted on how that plays out as the game goes along. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. At their own 25. Takes the handoff. It's Ford. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. Could be an alley. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then
turning it on. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. It's 3rd and 5. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing Joseph. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
On the snap, it's 4. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Direct snap. Shows him the stiff arm. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. How about this strong safety here, just trusting his gut and going and making a play on the quarterback.
And you can't coach that. A lot of times people see things or they don't and understand, I can go get him right now. I can understand the situation. There's all kinds of guys throughout history that just have a great feel. He had a great feel on that play, went to the quarterback, got the sack.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They go play action with Joseph. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Joseph. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the ground, it's Ford. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Stanford wants to push the pace. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, 1st down here. Give to the single back. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Going to the run, it's Ford. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Ford. He's brought down at the 7-yard line.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They want to run it left here. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
right side here. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. The hand to the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Throwing Joseph. Fires to the big fella. Breaks the tackle. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
He breaks a tackle. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
On the move to his left. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. The offense changing the play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They bring him down after a gain of 7. It'll be enough for the first down, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
It's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression possession or just a fortuitous balance, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He's not quite going to get there. They'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's the pressure. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready.
And, David, they dial up the flea flicker. And how about the job of the running back selling like it was run and the receiver selling like it was blocked before taking off downfield to catch that wide open?
Yeah, and you could see everybody sucks up, plays the run. And listen, there's a timing and a rhythm and a perfect time to call these plays. They dialed up a good time to do it.
Pocket breaking down. Trying to set up the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Escapes the pressure going right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Solid punt headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He wants to change this route. Joseph. Bringing the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll run for it. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. We're just about ready to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Rigby. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Tackled and brought down right at the 20. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The inside handoff. Maybe a crease. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
From the gun, running back on the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. It's so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Throwing Joseph. Safe completion on the screen. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got it behind the line. It's Rigby. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And that one will give him the lead.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and he's gone.
And the extra point is good. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. On the ground, it's Irvin. Yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Maybe some room here. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Stanford quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's a slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly to the tight end. At the 45 on its way. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and it'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a prop.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Joseph. Quick completion on the out route. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Joseph on the play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. It's a draw. There's a crease. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Throwing Joseph. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touchdown, Badgers! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Badgers strike right back.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Gonna run it. It's Irvin. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They go right back to it. Got a little grass. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Trying the left side. Runs through a tackle. Got room at the 35. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Stanford! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the fourth. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. He'll try the left side.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Joseph. A little screen to the running back. Shakes off the defender. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He rifles one deep down the right side. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Joseph. Here comes the heat. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Can't get him to the ground.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll go right back to him, and he'll be brought down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. On the run, it's Irvin. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Has to get there to move the sticks. There's some room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Man, can you imagine if they hadn't picked up the first down? It would have been, what are you doing running the football?
The fans would be so irate. That's one of those where, come on, what is that? You can't be that conservative. Oh, yeah, no. That was a great call. Good job, man. That was a great job. It worked perfectly.
Handoff to the lone back. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Badgers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They go play action with Joseph. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, it's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation. The offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turn.
Steps away. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
And after that incompletion, they are left with a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Making side adjustments here. Throwing Joseph. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to. They had to go for it. But now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Takes a handoff. It's Irvin. Hits him with a stiff arm. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Flying out to the left. Into the house. Touchdown, Stanford! So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, and I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and then make him forget that.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. for this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Joseph. Working that left side now. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. And the Badgers are in the hurry up. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Dupree. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. He might want another play. Back to pass on second down. The short hands. It's Dupree. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
It has been quite a season. Thanks for going on the ride with us on EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. We'll see you next season.